Hello, welcome back to Regaining Lost Power Homebrew, where we go out and destroy magical things that try to destroy us. We will get started with... some pretty good rolls here. Is that only 4? Okay. One other person will join us soon, but... Boro, what happened last time?
Oh, what? I thought it was the highest. Anyway, so after we did some good recapping on peeps and their backstories and catching up on what's been happening in the campaign, we had traveled a ways on the road to get to our next town, where Khalas had a good conversation with Guryev about his religion and that he needs to pray some more, a lot more.
It's always a good thing to bring up.
Very good thing to bring up. Yes.
I see nothing wrong with, really delving into somebody's religious beliefs and just, figuring them out.
Oh, yeah. And possibly converting them, because why not? But, so after some awesome discussion with that, we eventually do get to the town where, once again, it is continuing to pour down the rain during this apparent harvest festival, but it doesn't seem too lively. We eventually get to an inn where we meet, and I'm having a hard time remembering the name, but it was a dwarf and his companion who ran the inn. Very expensive place, I guess, because it's a very touristy town. And after some grumbling from me about the pricing and some other discussion, we did end up deciding to stay the night. And that's when Mirasha decided to get very drunk, and she got into some stupors herself. I think it was arguing with a bush, with a plant, and went as far as to just get naked, stumble into the wrong room, once again dealing with Khalas, and Mirasha even giving an up down, then casually walks out. Finally to her own room, while everyone else kind of just casually talks and chit-chats a little bit with the owner. And yeah, I believe that's about it.
Also, there's been a lot of rain.
Lots of rain, not normal.
Has there been a lot of rain? I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
It's been over a week of rain. But you did find out in the last town of Westgate that it's a bit odd that it's raining so much. Nothing to worry about, though. Just keep on going.
I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So you all rest for the night. Actually, in the morning, you guys had some bacon and shared it with the 2 workers at the inn.
No, that's right.
The dwarf and the halfling, and then was on your merry way. You exited the inn. I believe it was called the Dancing Fawn.
Yes.
And you enter the streets. You see that it's, of course, still raining, but the town seems a bit more lively, just for the fact that there are people going into their shops, opening up, get ready for another day of festivities. But the streets are otherwise empty, except for there's a group of people making their way in town with a rather sad-looking carriage, or not carriage, but like a cart pulled by a horse. Yeah, you guys gonna make your way down?
Making our way downtown. Da-da-da.
For Starmantle, I'm homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
We're gonna die.
All right, this is the part where we're all gonna die, and we're all gonna roll new characters.
Just when we get started streaming. So you make your way south, out of the town, and let's see what it looks like. It's more fields. I mean, it's not as bad as the swamp, but it's just pretty close to that.
Kind of reminds me of the marshes from the Two Towers.
Quite possibly. But you make your way along the road. It's not as well established. It's not a paved road like the one between Westgate and Redensier. It's more of a beaten path leading to Starmantle, which is now abandoned. And thus so there have been more pools of water that are forming in the pathway. You do your best to make your way around the puddles, but you get pretty good distance along the way. There is a river that you easily go over with the wooden bridge there, but other than that, it's just a whole lot of plains. Occasionally you'll see some groups of trees scattered around on either side. But yeah, what a exciting start to this session. Unfortunately, that sun is not available because it's overcast. But good drawing is always nice. So you make your way through about how is it, like fourth of the way to Starmantle, going around south a bit before you head straight east, and getting closer to time to rest. If you'd like to start setting up camp.
There's nothing interesting out of the ordinary that would catch my eye as we make our way down the road.
There's a sad looking cloud in the sky, but that's about it.
Okay.
And cloud.
Good time for a exciting encounter. So you start setting up camp. Do you have your magic wisps?
I offer. We're like, hey guys, would you like me to have the wisps set up camp?
I mean,
No.
Because we can do it ourselves.
you-
No, I don't really feel like doing it in the rain.
if you want to, I mean, it's no trouble.
Then I'll go
personally
ahead and
enjoy
call on
setting up
them.
a tent in the rain. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Camping in the rain
Getting
is the
wet and
best.
muddy
Yeah.
and
Well, like before, you find a decent patch of trees that somewhat shelter. It's not like mud that you're camping in, but it's just like damp earth, soil. So you find a good spot to set up. You have your magic wisps very formally set up a tent and place the fire down for you to get ready for the night. And
I
yeah,
guess we should probably
What's
pull out
the
the magic pan to make dinner.
what's the plant life around here? Are there any mushrooms or maybe anything else we could eat that isn't like grease and fat?
Who needs vegetables and vegetation?
you suggesting not eating bacon for dinner?
I mean, I wouldn't mind eating bacon, but I feel like I'm a walking pile of lard with the amount of bacon we have consumed in the short amount of time, and I've got a lean or half orc body to maintain, yo.
You can roll survival, see if you find anything.
Delicious mushroom or deadly poison?
Only a medicine check will tell.
Go for
You scavenge around. You'd suspect that since there's so much water and desolateness, that you might find some mushrooms to spice up your meal, but unfortunately, the best you could find were some leaves that looked kind of like vegetables from a tree, or some roots of the grassy plains.
Okay. I'll probably just leave it then.
What time is it right now?
It's getting close to evening.
Like, we're talking like, what, 8?
Yeah.
8 in the evening? 9 in the evening?
Well, it's starting to get darker sooner, so like between 7 and 8 would be getting dark. I mean, this you can't tell the sun goes down, obviously, but it does start getting dark around in the clouds.
Unless anyone wants to do anything, I say we just take shifts and just get through the night.
That sounds good.
I'll
Then
take
the
the
faster
first
we can
shift.
get on the trail.
As we are sitting there, I want to copy another one of those spells into my book.
Sweet.
Let me find the list. Hang on. Sorry. How much does it cost normally?
It's 100. No, it's 50 for a spell, and 25 for your school.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 50 then. I'm gonna
Sweet.
do breathing.
So, Gwen, you're taking the first shift?
Yeah, I'll take the first shift.
I'll take second shift then.
Mirasha can take third.
Alright. So you have your fill of the rest of the boar meat that Mirasha slain 2 days before, and get settled in for bed. What's the situation on bedding, and like where are you keeping watch, Gwen?
I'm going to assume that when the imps or the imps, the wisps set up camp, that they set up both tents, the tent and the whatever we're calling that second one. So I'm going to sit under the second one that has the open sides, so that I can stay fairly dry while still being able to look out and keep a good watch on the surroundings.
The second
Alright.
one is called a canopy.
Canopy, okay. I feel like canopy doesn't feel like the right name, but I will call it a canopy.
We did call it a gazebo in the last
That
session.
doesn't sound right either. I'm gonna have to Google this.
I googled
I
it.
was like, you did? Okay, so canopy. I will go with canopy.
Gazebos are more permanent.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not building a gazebo at every campsite.
No, we are
You
not.
gotta leave your
Okay.
mark.
Yeah,
I was here.
designated camp spots.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit under the canopy, and do we have a fire under there?
It's
Or
it's keeping alive through magic, but you do have a
Okay.
campfire that your
Okay.
wisp set up.
okay, then yeah, I'm gonna sit. I'm assuming that's also near the center under the canopy. I'm gonna sit near that to stay warm and mostly, I'm assuming, dry since it's near the center, and just keep an eye out until it's time to tap the next person for watch.
Okay, roll perception. And the rest of the party, is it like 5 people in the larger tent? And then one, it's like the watch tent and the sleeping tent?
Yeah.
I think so.
That was my understanding, that it was a large enough tent to fit everyone, but that they were a little snug fitting, but everyone still fit well. Especially with one person.
Alright, so, Gwyn, you watch as everyone gets settled into the tent. What happens in there, you do not know. But, as the darkness comes around and you watch out, through the plains, you really don't see very much. Occasionally you'll see like an animal make its way across the plains, just looking for food, but you don't see any signs of anything.
Okay. And I just kind of sit there and watch the rain. And stay quiet until it's time. And so when my turn's up, I go over to the other tent. And who said that they were going to be second?
I did.
I did? Okay, yeah. So I go over to Khalas and we're like, Khalas.
Oh, is it my shift?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see anything?
Nope.
Or
All quiet
experience
out there.
oddities? Awesome.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And gonna get up, put my gear on, and go stand under the canopy. Right there.
Okay, and I take her spot in the tent. Okay, I'm just gonna get a little sleep.
Go to sleep and good night.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Okay, so Khalas, make a perception.
Hold on. There. It's perfect. A perception, you say? Boop.
Ooh, that's really good.
Heck
You got
yeah,
some
it is.
good sight rolls tonight. So you wake up in the middle of the night to take your watch. Darkness has already fallen. You get out. The campfire is still magically burning despite the rain falling. And you're keeping a studious eye out for anything. Nothing's escaping your eyes. And as the hours go on, you hear something above the rain. It's like a and a piece of wood sticks itself at right next to the campfire.
Well, that's unusual. I am going to... It came from the sky? Like it just fell down?
No, so it came from like across the road. Sorry.
I am going to... I guess... Oh, Lord. I guess I'm gonna investigate that piece of wood and look and investigate where it came from.
Okay. Are you... How close are you getting to it? You just looking at it from where you are, or are you actually walking up and next to the campfire?
I don't want to walk up next to the campfire, but I want to get... Well, because I have dark vision, but I want to be able to see, like, what it is, what the piece of wood is.
Okay. It's basic. You don't have to roll any investigation or anything. But it is a crossbow bolt.
Awesome. Cool. I start yelling for everybody to get up, and I ready for battle.
As you're doing so, a second one thunks the ground outside the tent.
Everyone get up!
As I hear this, I grab my shield. Because I like having a higher AC.
I guess.
I'm going to Sacred Flame wherever I think the bolt was, where it came from. What I can determine to be the.
Okay. Make. I guess now make investigation to see if you find or can determine the source of where it came from. Just high rolling tonight. So you see that it did come, like the trajectory came from across the road, from where, from the west, like where you came from.
Okay.
But you cannot see anyone who shot it.
All right. I'm gonna start. I guess I'm gonna charge in in that direction.
You're just gonna go straight for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Um,
Am I out of the tent where I see Khalas gunning for it?
Yeah. It's been long enough. In the time that Khalas has been looking for the source, I would say that you've successfully gotten your armor on,
how
got
far
your
into?
weapons out.
How long is the? It's 4 hours for a watch, right?
Yeah, right?
No, it's like
No.
closer to 3, since there's 3 people and it's 8 hours.
Okay, and but how far into this watch has it been?
It's been a couple hours.
Okay. So I probably. I don't know if we want to keep like continuity of taking off armor, or are we just going to not take exhaustion?
Well, we already had a full rest before anyway, so we're probably good.
We did nothing between our last long
Right,
rest.
but when you sleep, you have to take your armor off.
I mean, you don't have to.
You take a point of exhaustion.
It depends on the armor, I believe.
Yeah, the armor type.
Medium.
What's your
and
call,
heavy.
DM?
Well, we've been going with nothing's really interfered with your resting up until now, which is surprising because this campaign has gone for a while.
This is a whole new experience.
It is. You don't expect. Nobody expects in the middle of the night encounters.
It interrupted my resting.
That's true, but you don't wear any armor.
But if it's been a few, like if it's been like 6 hours or like 5 hours, then I probably would have woken up soon after the first shift.
Well, you didn't have anyone to wake you up, because usually when you have your 4 hours, you're awake for the first shift, even if you're not on the first shift. I would say, like, if you're rushing and the time it has been taking for Khalas to investigate where it's from, you have donned your armor.
Okay.
But for further attacks on you while you're sleeping, if you do not get that time, you do not have that armor. But you can have a shield if you want.
Okay, I would like to say like for future, I'll probably like I'd say that like I'll just remind you whenever it happens or if it happens. So never mind.
Okay. That's fine. But Khalas, you're running in is
I would like to follow her when I see her running.
okay.
I'm gonna cast Bless on all the melee peeps.
Thank you.
I think it's 3. You have like 3 melee or 4 melee. Yeah, let's do the first level. Yeah, so it'll be Khalas, Mirasha, and Boro.
I get to check that box.
I'm just dashing forward to where, assuming I see Khalas or at least where Mirasha went, I got my short sword and dagger out, charging too.
Okay, so it's Khalas, Mirasha, and Boro running in.
I step out of the tent and I look in their direction. I'm like, what's going on? And try to see what it is that's attacking us. But you said that we couldn't see.
Yes, dancing lights.
Boro
Getting stuff
doesn't
ready.
have dark vision.
In the road.
In the rain.
I'm assuming we're next to the road.
Yes.
I am going. So is it really dark?
It's still really dark. It's the middle of the night. Other than there's a campfire and dancing lights that just appeared above the road.
I am going to cast continual flame just on like my shoulder, so that they can see where I'm charging in.
Oh god, I'm on fire.
Oh wait, nope, I don't have that prepared. Never mind. I thought I had it prepared, but it was the one above it. Never mind, I don't do that.
Okay, you run into the darkness.
I run into the darkness. I'll cast Sacred Flame on myself if they'll see that.
Okay.
I'll do that so that they can see where I'm running.
You take 6 damage.
Okay, I take 6 damage.
Say, like, isn't that gonna hurt?
Yeah, but now you guys can see me.
Could you have shot the ground?
I guess I could have done that. Huh?
You deserve to take that 6 damage.
Fine, I'll take the 6 damage.
Can you still make a dex save?
That's a good point. Can I?
Well, you cast it on yourself and then...
I cast it on myself.
Dodge it.
I'm not gonna like try to dodge
I mean,
it.
technically, if you're
yourself.
casting it on yourself, that gives you.
Yes, you can make a dex save.
Really?
I already took the 6 damage. It's fine.
Okay.
I've done this before. It's so you guys can see me when I'm
Radiant
running
flame,
into the
it
dark.
just makes you
I picture
stronger.
you casting it and then being like, "Oh shit, no, I changed my mind," and then try and dodge it.
Wait, I didn't mean here. I meant right there. And I just walked into where I was casting it because I was casting it right in front of me,
Yeah.
but didn't stop. Just kept. Ah! Yeah. So that's kind of like so you guys can see where I'm running into.
Cool beans.
Mirasha is confused.
And then the next thing I was gonna do is warding bond.
Okay. So far,
Whenever it comes around to be my turn.
yeah. Let's start with Khalas cast Sacred Flame and charged in, and Mirasha and Boro are right on her heels. All 3 of you have bless, and the 3 casters are at the site, waiting for any sign of anguish or struggle.
Or where to cast.
All right. So, Khalas, you are running full on. You're burning. Your trail is leaving a slight singe in the grass. Although it's wet, it doesn't withstand the flame radiance that was upon it.
Radiant flame.
Yes. And your light is going further into the darkness. And as you're running, you see the landscape before you, and you take another step, and suddenly there are 4 figures immediately right in front of you. And one is a massive person. He's like 7 foot.
Would you say he? Oh, 7 feet. Okay.
Is he as tall as a house?
Is he as tall as a house?
No, he
Let's
is a
define
person.
massive.
I can describe
could
how
he
massive
fit inside
he
of
is.
a front door?
Yes, I need a comparison. Is he the size of a car or a minivan? Or...
He's exactly 7 feet.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
But like the horizon was directly in front of you, and then suddenly gone, and these 4 figures immediately in front of you. You, upon seeing this large person, he reels back and punches you in the gut really hard. You take 8 bludgeoning damage from that.
I couldn't do like a dex save for that.
No, it's a hit. He hit you. He got 23.
Am I close enough to see that happen?
Let's get to that soon. But Khalas, there's a smaller person, no larger than 4 feet, complete plate armor, that takes a swing at you, but you just manage to pull your shield at the last second and deflect it.
Hold on, could I do? Hold on now. Hold on.
I'm doing a surprise round
Fine.
because you were not expecting this.
I was gonna do the. I think it's what is it? Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah, you can do that
Okay.
because you got hit from it.
Yeah.
There is also a figure in golden robes. It looks like he has a metal mask on, but it's the face of a man. It's not a bird.
We also have to. All right. I am casting Hellish Rebuke on the guy that punched me.
Oh, and the guy punched you. All right.
Because it has to be the creature that damaged me.
He does save.
Damn.
So does he take half? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 damage. And the person in the mask is holding a staff up, and it looks like they are casting something, but you don't feel any of those effects. And the final person is a woman. It looks like fair-skinned, kind of fairly tallish. She has white and green tunic. Her hair is blue and it flows like the wind. But she casts she throws a jagged piece of ice at you. Does an 18 hit?
It does. And my AC is
does.
18.
Okay.
Am I 5 feet around her? Please tell me I'm not.
You are.
No!
But Boro is not. So make a dex save.
Me?
Both of you.
I think because of blessed we get advantage on dex saves,
You get a plus d4.
and that's a dex save.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to use my point of inspiration to re-roll this dex save.
You can do that.
All right.
You do take 5 piercing.
There we go. That's a little better. So 14.
That does not save.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how much damage do I take?
5 piercing and 7 cold. Mirasha, you take 7 cold as well.
Ouchies!
The music didn't play, but we'll get some other music going. All right. And that is the surprise round.
Jesus!
Oh god.
Oh my.
What the fuck?
Was that too loud? Is the music too loud?
Just someone screaming into the
Yeah.
game. I don't know what the hell that was. It wasn't
I
the
don't know
music, it
either.
was literally somebody screaming.
Who is screaming?
I heard scream.
I
heard screaming too.
Oh, that's weird.
I would like to apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Are you watching football?
Hockey. The
Hockey.
Stars just beat the Vegas Knights in overtime.
Be sure to mute your mic if you ever want to
yeah,
scream bloody
I-
murder next time.
Jesus.
I heard a thing on the radio about that. About the game.
Sorry.
All right. And Mirasha, upon taking the cold, getting hit by the shards of ice that explode from Khalas, you see the 4 figures in front of her appear, as if the landscape in front of you was an illusion, and the image dropped. So I guess everyone roll initiative.
Oh God.
Son of a whore.
You're done with your good rolls. So it's hard to see in on
this
the
I
is
ro-
screen.
over my character now.
I didn't mean to double roll. It's weird. I have to be in full screen to actually have my initiative show up on roll 20, and then I can't see roll. I don't know.
Well, your first one was 21, so you'd go with the
Yeah.
first one.
You just have to put your character in,
Wait, what?
Oh, there it is.
and you got 21. Boro, put your character in.
Got
What'd you get?
5.
There we go.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Too bad my initiative is +0.
Is that everyone?
So,
Yes. So.
I forgot I had that. It's been so long since I've actually used spells. I could have. Next time.
All right. I'm gonna increase the light on the campfire so that streaming will be able to see. So let's try this. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So Mirasha, you were just hit by shards of ice.
I'm very angry at that, but I say 2 can play at that game. So I just use a little bit of water from my water skin, and I am going to throw my own ice knife at the chick who threw one at us. And let's see.
Girl fight.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
And dex save from the little one and the gold man and her. So
Well, it's one of those nights. I'm going to draw my sword and wait for the next thing.
you're not gonna make any movements?
No.
You also have I guess I haven't done it yet then, right?
Oh, you did have that bless on you. You can roll a d4 and add it to that.
It should have already been added to my.
Yeah, it's already
Oh,
there.
it is.
It's
Okay, cool.
1d4.
I added it in.
Well, it should be
Beyond 20.
no, it should be it's a plus d4 unless it just automatically adds it.
Let me
It's
see if I added it onto here. Did I? How do I customize?
There should be in the advanced tab thing that we were talking about last time. There's an option to turn on bless, so it automatically.
My sheet's in D&D Beyond, not Roll20.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I don't think it added. So let me. And I don't see a tab to.
just use
Yeah.
Roll
roll
a
20.
d4. Yeah.
Yeah, I was working on it.
Unfortunately, that still doesn't hit.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh well.
Wait,
Hold on. How far away is she from me?
She is 15 feet.
I see. Okay.
So she has experience with the ice knife, as you've seen before, and so
There it is.
she deflects it. And in expecting the explosion, she manages to make the dex save. But the smaller one Is it half damage on success? I just cast this, I should know this.
Well, it's so. I thought
No.
Ice Knife was like a dex save, but then the shatter.
It's a attack and then a shatter. So the attack is a based on AC, and the shatter is based on the dex. But it's they don't take any damage if they save. So the small guy does miss the save and takes 4 cold. You see deflecting the ice and then the explosion happening, and then hits the back of the plate armor little guy, and he shivers in the cold. And then are you gonna move at all?
Nope.
Okay. Guryev.
Yes. Hello. I'm gonna move up. Or how big are these tiles?
Exact.
Exact. Okay. Alright, then we're gonna move here. And I did not do I wonder. I think I'm going to. Well, balls. So this guy has the crossbow?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
But he has his sword out at the moment.
Okay. Ooh. That's also. Yeah. I'm going to.
Think for a little bit.
I'm gonna use a whole person. Or sorry, command. I'm gonna use command. So everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna use command. At 3rd level. At the big guy and the other 2 behind him. So this guy.
So
This
the girl,
hooded
the man in
person.
gold, and
Oh
the
my God.
biggest guy?
These people.
Yes.
I don't know why the pings are so wonky. Yeah, all 3 of them, and tell them to prone,
To what?
like lay down.
Oh, okay. Wisdom.
You're gonna tell them to grovel?
No, I want them entirely on the ground.
Do you want them... Or what's the
Not
spell
in-
save?
Probably 15.
Okay. Then the big guy hears your command, and he does a burpee and starts getting down on the ground. And the other 2 look like they're completely unfazed. So this guy is prune.
Unfortunate.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Next. Okay.
I don't think I have any bonus action. Oh wait, no.
You can do.
Bonus
Well, you
action would be my spiritual weapon.
You can't cast.
Yeah, you can't cast two spells.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind, it's my turn.
Okay. All right. So it's the next guy. He is doing push-ups on the ground. Just staying there. That's his turn. And then Gwyn, you're up.
Okay. Are these accurate? Are they like about the bad guy people? Are they about what is that?
Yeah, this is 10 feet. This is 5
Okay.
feet.
Okay. So let me just double check this. So I know who to target. I'm calling lightning. Gonna do that.
On all four?
Well, I'm gonna. Can I target all four, or is it just one? Let me read this. Storm cloud appears in shape of a cinder.
Well, you make a storm cloud above them.
Yeah. It says each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity. So yeah, it says when you cast a spell, choose a point you can see within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point. That's why I was seeing if they were within 5 feet of each other, because I'm gonna aim for the one in the middle to see if I could try to get all of them.
A lot of
Each creature within
saves
5
here.
feet.
Well, none of them make it. So you form a storm cloud above them, and even though there's rain coming down already, you can tell that it's your storm cloud. And lightning strikes down upon the guy in the center. They all take 17 damage.
Nice.
Go me. And I didn't have to change into a wolf.
Do you want to move?
I do. I want to move closer, and I believe I think I can move 30. Yeah. So let's see here. I can move. We'll just come up. Okay. Switch this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm right there now.
Okay, and Delta.
Did I actually cast Dancing Lights or no?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So
I
they're
can
on the road.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at just whichever one is closest. This guy. The big guy. I have to move first? No, it's really far. Okay. 12.
That 12 does not hit.
I'll move a little closer. Like there. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So now it is the small plate person's turn. And he will move here and cast Compelled Duel on Khalas. Make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that's really good. Okay.
Nice.
then it fails.
I'm so wise.
You're like,
I know
good."
better.
I was gonna say, Khalas is pretty wise.
That's one of my highest stats. I grew up in a library. Don't try and mess with me. Get out of my head.
All right, it is the lady's turn. And she will see that you shrugged off her partner's request for duel, and cast levitate. Make a con save.
Oh dear.
That works. Bless is really helping you out. So you feel a rush of wind push you upwards, but you hold your ground.
I'm also fat.
You got some heavy pockets.
Alright, Boro.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right there. So I'm going to do my poisonous cone dragon breath. That's in a 15-foot cone, so that would hit all of them right there, correct?
Oh my god.
Mm,
I was trying to make them lay down their arms so we didn't have to fight them, and you guys are just like, haven't killed someone recently, so just gonna go for it.
yes, it would hit all of them.
Perfect.
It's been a while since we've murdered people.
Hey, I was just throwing a knife because she threw a knife.
DC 13.
I might missed.
They shot at us first.
It's true.
Very true.
They're the real Greedos in this situation.
So the small guy does not make it again. He's not very dexterous.
He's not very alive.
How much damage? 6 damage to the small one and the lady as well. But the other two did make it.
Okay. And then... Oh, no, wait. I don't think I can do that. Never mind. I can't do a bonus action to attack with my offhand because I didn't attack with my main hand. So I think I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and move my last 5 feet back. And that's it.
Alright. Next up is the masked person in gold. This person will, since you're all in such a nice line, yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
So Khalas and Mirasha and Gwyn make dex saving throws.
Oh no. Nice.
Cross our fingers, cross our fingers. That is not that great.
Mirasha, you have bless too.
It should be added to my...
That's fine. You make it anyway. From the water accumulating on the ground comes a massive wall that rises up, drenching the three of you. Gwyn, you take 10 bludgeoning. It was a really bad roll. And Gwyn is knocked prone, and everyone else, Mirasha and Khalas, take 5, but are not prone. And being wise enough to avoid area of effect spells, he moves over here, away from everyone. Khalas. Finally up to you, who's taking quite a beating.
I've taken quite a beating. I was gonna do some things, but now I kind of feel like I should just heal myself.
Do it.
I guess I'll do that. I'm gonna heal me with the one. Yeah, I'm just gonna cure wounds myself.
Touch yourself.
Yep, I got 4 plus my equal to the spell's level, so 3. So I healed myself for 7.
Not at 7.
That's not what it was. What was my original? It was like 17, right?
You took 5 and
Swear, I'm at 24.
okay,
Because I was at 22, and I took 5.
sweet. And is that
And-
your turn?
I'm going to. Can I still attack this dude? Nah, I can't, because that wasn't a
Was-
bonus action.
Uh,
That was just an action. So, I guess I'll move. And I'll go. Actually, I'll stay where I am. That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Back up to the top, Mirasha.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. And then I am going to cast. I need to go to spells real
Fireball on
quick.
yourself.
No, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. Let me add my bonus real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast. Display. Let me draw a rectangle. If I remember how to draw a rectangle, I'm going to affect close enough that area, but it's a square. But and I'm at the center of it.
You do hit Khalas with that.
Do I?
Yes. 'Cause it's 5, 10, 15. And if you're here, 5, 10, 15, you'd also hit Boro.
Let's see. I still have 5 feet of movement, right? Because I was here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to move myself another 5 feet down.
Okay, you take an opportunity attack. Does... Oh, 11.
Miss.
Alright. So, while you're running between these people, he takes a swing with his short sword and swings wide.
Dude's having a rough night.
But you still hit Khalas there, I believe. She's barely at it. You would not hit Boro, but you would hit Khalas.
Oh, wait.
It's a con save.
A con save?
Yes.
16.
What is your
Spell DC.
DC?
Damn it. 12.
So I just take half? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're not pushed away. And everyone who didn't make it is pushed 10 feet away. So
This dude's gonna come right into me.
I thought you were going to clear it.
So this guy down here doesn't save. Takes 8. The little guy does. Let's get pushed away. Takes 4. The
The spell says it says 2d8 thunder damage if it's on a failed save. But her dice just rolled 1d8.
I think it's sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. What's up with my map controls right now? Good God.
Where did you go?
Me?
Hey,
I was
you
just
Scared.
I was
You
trying
just-
to I was trying to delete the circle I drew and I ended up deleting myself, I guess.
You thunderwaved yourself to space, apparently.
I didn't even know I could do that.
You can only go up from here.
Come on, why did you put your person there? I'm trying to move you on the battlefield. There you go.
Sorry about that,
It's
Alex.
a bit small.
I can see you again. I'm so tiny.
Okay. So that's an extra 5 damage. Yes, this guy is pushed back to here. So, yeah. And then she does make it as well.
So
Okay.
she succeeded.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to take my action surge, so I get an additional action, and I am going to swing at her with my longsword, one-handed.
Brutal.
Yeah. I don't like when people throw knives at me, guys.
I have a question about that. So I have Inspiring Word, which gives advantage to a chosen ally for an ability check or attack. I believe Mirasha's in range. So would she get that advantage?
I don't need it.
I get that.
On your turn, you can do the help action.
Okay. So I'd have to do the action for it. I see.
Yes. Yes, 27 does hit one-handed, you said?
Yeah, because I've got my
Damn.
shield in the other hand.
It's still pretty damaging. She's looking pretty bad.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Alright. He was knocked prone. And then got blasted away while he was doing push-ups. But he gets up. And he's...
What happened to my turn?
What happened to your turn? Why did Oh, because Mirasha was... Right. Whatever. Descending. Let's put your name in there. You were 21, right?
Yeah, I was like, I got 17 and I was toward the end. I was confused.
Okay. Guryev.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, move up a. I move. I guess I'll move to here. And yeah, I'm gonna do my spiritual weapon on the little dude right here. Oh my god. Him.
Right. What would you like your spiritual weapon to look like?
My spiritual weapon is gonna
Spiritual
be,
weapon.
a paddle. Do you have like I guess just a wooden sword. Or just a sword, doesn't matter.
Alright. Alright, sword. Maybe a little bigger. There.
I'd put it like in this area between the two of them.
19 does not hit.
Doesn't hit him?
It clanks against his armor.
Damn. Okay. Unfortunate. That's impressive. Okay. Is Khalas still looking pretty rough?
I mean, I'm not like, staggering. I'm not having a hard time, but I'm not looking perfect either.
If I used something from the Staff of Healing and I'd done like Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action, would that count as 2 spells? Or would that be
You cast
different?
what?
So if I did Spiritual Weapon and then something from the staff, would the staff count as a spell as well?
What
See what I
staff
mean?
are you what staff are you talking about?
The Staff of Healing?
Staff of Healing.
Oh, okay. I'd count that. Does it say cast a spell?
It says, while holding it, you can use an action to expend one or more of the charges.
Okay,
To
then
cast
you can
one of
cast
the following spells from it.
All right, you used a bonus action. Now you're casting an action.
Okay. Then I would do just cure wounds at, I guess, 4th level. Unless that would be too much, but I'll just go with 3rd level. Why didn't that? Oh, so it's 20 total.
20 total?
Yeah. And that would be my turn.
All right. So this guy's been pushed around, like I said, with that thunder wave. He does get up. Does half of his movement to get up, and then seeing that his friends are getting pretty badly beaten up, he will just go all out.
Great.
You raging? Does that mean he's raging? What does that mean?
So he will.
Super Saiyan.
He looks like the Avatar.
He will make another swing at you with a punch. 15.
Doesn't hit me.
All right, he's gonna do it again. Second attack. 12 does not hit.
Nope.
Then he's going to spend a key and do flurry of blows. 21.
That hits.
All right. That's 6. That's 6 damage. And then another one for second flurry of blows. 13 does not hit. But with his massive amount of strikes, he will spend another key point. I want you to make a con save.
Oh, God.
Save.
That definitely. So he's hitting you at all sides, punching your shield, aiming at your head, trying to hit you. You barely dodge out of the way, and he goes in with an elbow on the other side, hits you in the head, and you feel kind of dizzy, but you regain your senses. And that's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're not ruining my plans or anything.
Grumble, grumble.
Why are you attacking us? Stop! Leave my
You
shield
attacked
alone.
us first.
Alright. So he will move here.
He's gonna go fight someone else. He's like,
But through this battle you're fighting with rain hitting your face and you taking a bunch of hits. You suddenly hear a thunderous sound echo throughout the clouds.
It wasn't me. I just hit the ground. Is that you guys?
And this thunder echoes throughout the sky. Khalas, you take... Oh my gosh, you take 22 piercing damage.
Whoa.
what
You've
kind of
been-
damage?
Piercing.
Piercing.
So you've been hit. You've been keeping your wits about you, and suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your left arm. And it
I'm having a heart
trembles.
attack.
It trembles throughout your body, and you lose control of your left arm until you're healed.
It's Pai Mei's exploding heart technique.
So you felt that coming from this direction, and
My arm.
you look to see what did it, and there's a figure there, holding a long barrel, a metal barreled item, aimed at you.
What in tears name was that? And I'm holding my arm. I'm like, I have my shield up, trying to protect me, but
Would Mirasha see any of that with the people around her? I don't know if she would.
You can everyone make a perception.
ooh, that person. Well, okay, hold on. I was gonna say if I could use Hellish Rebuke on that person, but I think it's only physical hits, isn't it?
I think it's when any damage happens to you.
I think it's when a thing damages you.
Yeah, it's just.
So can I use Hellish Rebuke on that person?
Yes, you may.
Boosh. I'm gonna do it at a second level.
Which person? Is it just some invisible person? Oh, this person.
So,
I can't see him through my dark vision.
Boro, Mirasha, you don't see where the source came from, but you do see Khalas reel back, and like her shield arm goes limp. Delta, the same for you. You don't see where the source came from.
So total damage would be 18 if they failed that save.
Alright, they made it.
So they take half.
Alright.
And they are
dead.
surrounded by hellish flames, so everybody should see that at least.
Yeah, those rolls. Guryev, did you make a roll?
For
You don't
I'm
have
also
to.
I also got targeted.
No, perception.
Oh. Oh shit. Okay, trying to keep it on the desk. That's a 9.
You see flames erupt, but you don't see anything. It's kind of weird how Khalas screamed out in pain, and then fire sort of erupted out of the side of this rock.
Yeah. Well, there's the rock here. Unless it's not very tall, I can't see past it.
You're kind
Gwyn.
of short too.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, well, you're kind of really hurt.
I really
Shut
am.
up.
And literally her laugh, like, how are you doing? Okay.
I'm okay. And then I was like,
Really
oh
bad.
wow, I'm really close to feeling great. And then now I'm worse.
It's
No,
a
I'm
good
back.
thing we caught Guryev's turn for that heal.
Yeah, I would have been dead. Khalas lays down.
Alright, I'm done. Gwyn, it is your turn.
Okay. I was just trying to decide what I wanted to do. It's what I wanted to originally do doesn't work as well because everyone's moved dramatically since my last turn. I don't want to call. Do I want to call lightning again?
Is that Nebula? Is that her name?
Nebula?
Guardians of the
Wasn't that-
Galaxy.
yeah,
No,
Oh.
that doesn't.
this
no.
lady.
I don't think so. Where is
Looks
she?
like it.
Make sure I don't want to hit any of my teammates. Okay,
She is blue. WD
Blue?
die.
Ebony.
Okay, so I'm gonna call lightning again, and I'm gonna hit.
Well, you don't have to cast it again. It's still up there.
Oh,
But you can
Okay,
use your. I believe you can use an action to strike again.
yeah. Action. I want to hit this guy, this big guy,
You're hitting the biggest guy.
him.
The biggest boy.
Then
What
Khalas and Mirasha will have to take do the
Well-
dex save also.
It said within 5 feet, and
Yes, so everyone in this 9 by thing square is in 5 feet. 3 by
Oh.
3
You
square.
don't have to cast it on a person, right? You could cast it right here.
okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's cast it over here, so that they are outside of it. I want to hit this point in the ground, so it hits these 3. That is what I'm doing.
Okay. So make that roll. Alright. And it's half damage on success, right?
I believe so. Let me just double check. Where are we? The little eye down to the bottom, and it says if you are outdoors, a creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Yeah.
Alright. So, they all say, or, sorry, the little guy does not save, with the water and the metal that he's wearing, it just electrocutes him, so he takes 5, and then, the big guy and the little girl, both make it, so, unfortunately, she was just enough hurt that gets her down.
Yay.
Unfortunately.
One down.
Blue Hell Girl down.
Yes, the one with the wavy hair. And are you gonna move at all?
Yes,
Bonus
I want
action?
to move closer. Wait, am I? There we go. I'm clicking you. Click. Oh, because I keep trying to move Amanda's. I was like, why am I not moving? Because that's not my character. Okay. Don't want to get too close because I don't have a high whatever. I'm gonna go there.
All right. Delta.
I'm gonna cast a magic missile at this big guy.
All right.
There's 3, right? 1, 2, 3.
All right. He takes 8 damage.
And I guess I'll move a little closer. Why can I move this fire?
Don't move that fire.
Why does it let me move the fires?
That's so everyone can see the fire. I was having difficulty with dynamic lighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that is Nebula.
It's not.
It looks like.
It
Yeah, it
does
looks
look like her, but it is not her.
Okay.
That was really defensive.
Well, it's whatever.
Well, and this is Sailor Saturn.
I was gonna say she looked kind of like one of the Sailor Moon,
She's not Sailor
one of the
Saturn.
teammates.
She is
Well,
Sailor
not-
Saturn.
She's not Sailor Moon. No, I was gonna say she looks like one of the team members. I just couldn't remember which one. Sailor Sam. There you go.
So Delta, what are you gonna do?
I just did. I
Right,
magic
sorry.
missiled the guy and then I moved over here.
All right. So now it's the smaller guy's turn. So he's going to use Nimble Escape and disengage on his bonus action. Go over here and
Can he go through a spiritual weapon space?
That's right.
I don't think it occupies space.
Okay,
It is corporeal.
got it.
And he will
Yeah.
put his
Yeah.
hand on the fallen woman, and
Son of a
she's
bitch.
healed for quite a bit. And he'll like turn around and like be ready for anyone else. Now it's her turn.
Convenient.
Feeling better. She will see that her teammates are not doing so good, so she'll cast Healing Word on the big guy. Wow, that's pretty bad. Oh well. And she'll move. No, she won't move. Okay. So now, you you've fallen one of the people attacking you, but she's now up. Oh yeah, she got up, I guess, half her movement. And from the direction of your campsite, you hear the sound of a wolf call, like a solo ooh. Um, and Delta. Uh, 19 hits, right? Delta.
I'm double checking. I think so. Yeah.
Alright. You take 5 piercing damage. As a sharp stab hits your back.
What?
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah?
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield on myself, which gives me +5 to AC. How much was it?
It was 19.
It ties then.
So it still hits.
Okay. But now I have shield.
Okay.
Until the start of my next turn. Yeah.
Alright. So Boro.
Okay. Moving here. Moving here. Going to get advantage on this attack since I am attacking her. Going to attack her first with my short sword. Let's see, which is right here. I'm going to use my luck and re-roll that. Because screw that.
Well, that you also had advantage.
Oh, I also have advantage anyway. Never mind.
Yes, you can use your luck.
No,
23.
I take it back.
23 does hit.
Jesus.
No, yeah, I'll use luck on that. Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
also have bless.
Yeah.
Well, the 8 would have missed.
But still, it's
Well, I think 13 would have
13
missed.
still misses.
I'm just saying. Bless.
Yes.
You are right. I can definitely still add that, but I'm going to take that 23, and this is an advantage roll, so it does include that sneak attack.
Right.
So it's a total of 20.
She's still up.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I'm swinging with my dagger. And so take the 23. Still sneak attack with the advantage, so that's an additional 17.
Alright. She's down again.
And I spit on her, and I end my turn.
Wow.
Dang it.
Alright.
Okay, so 1 luck taken off.
So it's the man in gold's turn.
Normally, it takes forever for it to be my turn. Now it just takes forever to be my turn again.
So this guy. Sorry. He moves. Here. And cast fear. The 4 of you. Yeah. So Khalas, Gwyn, Guryev, and Delta make a wisdom saving throw.
Delta?
Bless.
Wisdom?
These 4.
Damn, you guys
21.
are wise. Nothing happens then.
Smart pants.
We don't see it, so it didn't happen.
Alright, Khalas.
All right, I'm going to. So I looked this up, and you can't cast 2 spells, but you can cast a spell and a cantrip
Yes.
in a turn. So I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, which gives me a +2 bonus to my AC for up to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to be using Green Flame Blade on my attack on this fella here.
Green Frame Braid.
Green Flame Blade.
How much damage did I take?
Which I believe is this,
I don't
and
think you took
then
any.
this.
Well, wasn't there like a... Did she attack me?
No,
Oh, I just... Okay, that was a
I
perception.
just saw the
Okay.
fire. So 9 does not hit. You do have advantage, though.
Oh, I do have an advantage. Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. I'll hit again. Yoop. Damn it.
Is that with the +4? Or the
Yeah.
D4?
Well, I don't know.
It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it.
No, but
As it's just adding that 4 right here.
that still won't hit.
Shh.
13 won't hit.
Right.
All right. Let me double check if the fire damage is. He still takes the fire damage. At 5th level, the melee attack deals extra 1d8 fire damage to the target, and the fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8. I think he only takes the fire damage if I have a successful hit. So that's the end of my turn. But I
Alright.
got that +2 to my AC.
Alright, Mirasha.
All right.
Have you
The
taken
monk-
damage?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
How much damage?
I have taken 12 damage.
Did you half it? Oh, I never did the thing. I
You-
decided not to. Okay, yeah, you did.
This guy is still standing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to swing at him with my longsword, one-handed.
And don't forget you have advantage. But you don't need it.
Well, I'm going to do it again because I might get a nat 20. I'm taking the first one.
14 damage.
And he's still standing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swing at him again because I forgot at level 5 I can attack twice if I take the attack action. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I played a level 5 character. I'm going to take the 30.
You have to.
Yeah.
So he's just barely standing.
And I'm like, why are you attacking us? And then that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Guryev.
Boy. This is an interesting fight. I'm gonna
I was shot.
By the way.
I know.
By the way.
By the way, I'm hurt really bad.
I am aware.
Still holding hard feelings about the prayer talk earlier on the wall.
Yeah, it's just like your God will protect you.
Where's your god now?
I got my God shield up now, so
I just don't. I don't. Well, okay. I'm gonna stop it.
you summoned a dog.
Well, there was
Yes.
a wolf.
I'm
Oh yeah.
okay. How far is? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to move up to here, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna use Spiritual Guardians at 3rd level. So everyone within 15 feet that I deem worthy is allowed to be inside the circle. Everyone else has to make a on a failed save, wisdom save. So I guess that's going to be again 15. If they fail, they take 3d8 necrotic damage.
Alright. Wisdom. Okay. And then last one. This guy makes a save. This guy does not. So that's there. And this guy doesn't either, but you can see him shrug off some of the damage.
Who do I see?
The big guy.
He shrugs off some of the damage.
Yeah.
Well, the necrotic damage. Okay.
Is that your turn?
So could I see who took damage? Like you said, he took damage but shrugged it off.
Yeah.
And who was the other?
These two took damage.
What about?
Well, she's down.
She did not doing death saving throws. Well, I mean, if she takes damage, then it's automatically a fail. Anyway, I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon and try to bop the dude to the left again.
Okay.
And hopefully, it decides to do something. Nope.
You miss.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So, big guy's turn. He will expend a key point and disengage as a bonus. And he'll run over here, use his action to pick up the girl. So, and then continue on out.
Disengage doesn't provoke opportunity attack, correct?
Right. Alright. Now it's the shot person's turn.
Just call her Nebula.
Your name is
do-
not Nebula.
Do it.
If you would talk to the people walking down the street, you would have found out her name, but you guys ignored that. Boro, you hear another shot ring out, and you take 16 piercing damage.
All right then. I'm gonna uncanny dodge as a reaction to have that.
All right. And then
This guy over here dodging bullets.
and then she will run away. Gwyn.
My coach is not Nebula.
Okay.
What was that?
Should we
Somebody
try
put no.
not Nebula? Should we try and capture a person?
I mean, that'd be cool. Otherwise, we will never know what just happened.
Okay. How far are those two from? Oh, they're awfully close.
Within 10 feet.
Okay. So with that in mind,
It's fine, I can take it.
okay. I guess I will. I'm going to cast Entangle, but I'm gonna cast it like behind him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that since it stretches, what is it, 20-foot square starting from a point within range? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna cast it behind him so that I can try to avoid hitting the rest of my team members.
God, why can't I not draw anything?
And, yeah. Says, grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in 20-foot square, starting from point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. Creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. It goes on to say a little bit more, but yeah. I'm going to try to trap him in some vines. There you go.
All right. So vines grow up and try and grasp at him. Is it on his turn or on your turn?
It's on my turn.
All right. Let's see. Oh, nat 20.
Automatic fail.
Would you like to move at all?
I will stay where I'm at.
All right, Delta.
So there's the little guy, and this is another person. I don't remember seeing this token.
Remember from where?
What? No, like during that, maybe I don't know.
But we're like behind over here.
He
He
was
started out
distance.
here, and then he hid for a while.
Yeah, and then he came back.
Okay. I was gonna say that.
But this guy's the guy that got beat up, right?
The yellow one is the one that I originally targeted when
I'm
I
gonna
first
cast sleep.
did the lightning.
I'm a gold member over here.
You're fine. I do more healing to you if you're down anyway.
Right? You have spare the dying. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I figured.
So 25. Starting with this little guy.
Oh, with the small guy?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he falls unconscious.
Okay, is there enough left for this guy?
What's the range on that?
Sleep?
Yeah.
I'm right here. They're both the same distance from me. It's 90 feet, though.
But don't you cast it at a point in its area? Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, yeah. From 20 feet from a point. So...
Yeah, he's out of range. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, this guy's asleep. Next, Delta, you take another 7 piercing damage in the back.
That's right, there's somebody at the camp. Forgot about that.
What does it roll?
It rolls an attack. It threw something at you. You get impaled.
Right, but what's the...
He got a 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you still have shield on. Oh wait, no, because your turn just ended, so you wouldn't have shield.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But
Alright.
doesn't matter.
Boro.
You said how much? 7?
Yeah, 7.
So I imagine that one guy who tried carrying off his friend is still within range of me. If I go after him,
You can run after him.
I mean he's easily within 30 feet of me because he couldn't have gone that far since I assume, right?
He's a fast guy. He's a monk, so he's fast. He would just be outside of your range if you ran up to him.
Okay, so bonus action or to use dash, so I can catch up to him.
Okay.
And then just with my regular action, I'll attack with my short sword. Once I can select it.
That does hit. But 5 is not enough to bring him down.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna keep on him.
Okay. So, it's the gold man's turn. He will cast Misty Step
Ugh.
and teleport on out of there.
I disagree.
And then run.
Dang it.
Khalas.
I was trying to grapple him.
I'm gonna try and let's see, what can I do?
He's asleep.
He's asleep. He's not gonna wake up soon though, is he?
It lasts for a minute, I believe.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna go. Was there anyone else?
Not that
Tagging
you know
me
of.
from behind?
Yeah, but does she know that?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone behind us. I knew there was a person here, and there was people here. But I'm just gonna come and guard this guy. And, just be ready to tackle him if he tries to wake up.
Okay.
Tries to wake.
If he
Mirasha.
tries to wake up.
Well, you just tie him up.
Okay. I mean, it looks like they've got that guy kind of taken care of if he comes to. Hopefully someone grapples him. I guess I'm just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 towards this area because I noticed that is this fire just a little placeholder
Oh, yeah.
or is there actual fire there? Okay. I'm gonna move out this way anyways, and then I am going to. I guess I'll take the dash. Oh, not the dash, the dodge action in case there's anything in my peripheral vision that I need to get out of the way of.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Guryev. So we're getting too close to out of combat. I'm guessing Boro is going to continue following the big guy.
Until I can knock him out, correct, sir?
All right. So, what would you like to continue combat, or would you like to go on with the narrative of chasing down these two people?
I mean, if the narrative just kind of hurries things up, I don't mind doing that. It doesn't have to be a combat thing.
Yeah. And while they're doing that, I'll be tying this fellow up.
Is it in the bag of holding?
It is.
You'd have to
So
go back
I'm gonna
and-
go. Well, who has the bag of holding?
I'm guessing it's in the tents.
Oh.
Oh yeah, probably.
So I'm just gonna yell at somebody like, go get rope so we can tie this guy up. Go get rope so we can tie this guy up.
All right. So combat is ending. The big guy will spend another key point and continue getting away.
Even if I bonus action to do dash and stuff?
Well, he'll use a bonus action to disengage and then an action to dash. So
What if I bonus action dash?
If you want to continue on,
This is what we
let's
call
see what this
bloodlust.
is. Okay,
I
so
want to at least knock him out and then drag him back to camp.
let's continue
It's a long
this.
way to drag it back at this point.
Guryev, do you do anything on your turn?
To keep him from waking up, I guess I'll drop Spirit Guardians. And then I'll probably do Is Khalas running back to the camp?
Yeah,
No, I'm.
She's
I just
grabbing
yelled somebody to go.
rope?
I
Okay.
yelled somebody to go run and get rope, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna hold this guy. Hold
And
his
I'll
arms.
just come over and give you
I'm gonna put my knee on the back of his neck.
No.
give you a cure wounds. So you get
So you
What?
heal him? Or her?
her. Yeah.
Okay.
What is higher level?
So you're healing me for 16?
16. I just did them out of order. It's really confusing me. Threw me for a loop.
Alright, so you do the heal. Anything else?
No, it's gonna be all.
Okay. So, now it's the big guy's turn. He's going to turn around and one arm have the girl in his hands, and the other arm swing at Boro. Does 18 hit?
It would, yeah.
Alright, you take 8.
I'm gonna use uncanny dodge to half that.
Okay. He'll use his second attack. That does not hit. That's a 10.
Nah. Yeah.
But I want you to make a con save.
A con save.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use luck. God no. Didn't matter. Okay.
So he swings at you. You dodge a little bit, but you take some of the damage in that. He swings again, and you're already in mid dodge, so you get out of the way. But with his knee, he lifts up and hits you in the jaw, and you are stunned for a turn. And then he'll use this last key point to dash out of there.
Can you use multiple key points?
Yeah, as long as it's not like multiple Fury of Blows.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sure.
And then back on this. Ooh, Boro, you hear the thunder coming down, and take
I'm gonna die on screen.
17 damage.
Okay. Is that all in one turn?
Yeah, it's one shot.
17. Okay. I'm still up.
Okay. And then the rest of us. Gwen, do you do anything?
I don't know what to do at this point. I'm like, okay, do we still need rope?
Yeah, somebody getting rope?
I will run back to get the rope. How far am I from the tent? Let's check this out.
2 miles.
You can dash.
Just
Yeah.
dash, get it,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, I'll totally just dash. I'm like, psh, get the rope, and then I'm psh, back here. Here's the rope.
Excellent. And then I'll look at Guryev and I was like, do you want to tie him or should I?
Are we done with combat at this point?
I'm
I mean,
Finally
getting
satisfied.
No, somebody attacking me.
uh,
I don't think there's someone still attacking you. I think we're done.
Attacking me from behind.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we tied the person up.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to roll anything for how good our tie is?
yes, of course. You always need to
Just-
roll something.
just-
Roll survival. I guess.
I'm gonna take his weapons and stuff.
Okay.
You grab a
And
short sword and a
I'll-
crossbow.
Roll survival.
Am I just walking
I
back
am
to
up.
camp at this point?
Dejected.
Yeah, you got hit in the face, and then your head is stinging, and you get shot, and you make your way back. You tie a really good knot, like
This guy isn't going anywhere.
He's
you will
gonna
not
lose
be
his
able to break
hands
out of
from loss of
those.
blood.
Caught ourselves a unicorn.
All right, so you got this guy tied up. Do you recuperate at camp?
Yeah. Should we break camp and run? In case they come back?
You would take exhaustion if you kept.
Right.
And
working.
I didn't get enough sleep.
Since Guryev and Gwen are half elves, they did get enough sleep because that's 4 hours.
Well, I took first watch, so.
But
when
you
the
didn't
second
do
watch
anything.
Well, true.
The
Okay.
taking a watch doesn't interrupt your long rest.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go to sleep. Because ouchies.
It's my turn to take watch.
Well, I've had enough rest, and you could probably use some rest. You look like you don't feel that great.
Really? You do that?
Yes, I would do that.
Hard pat on the shoulder. Thank you.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That'll be nice because I used up like all my spell slots, all 3 of them.
And then I return to my watch spot under the canopy.
I'll use another charge of the staff to do a cure wounds on Boro when he comes back. He gets 6. Just kind of reach out with the staff and boop.
Wait, do you have elves take full rest? I thought they did. Or is that just an elf?
I think it's just elves.
Oh, I messed that up. I've been going this whole campaign thinking it differently. Oh yeah, it's elves have trance. Okay. Yeah, nobody would be able to get a long rest until you go like deeper into the next day.
I will need some sleep.
All right. As you're deciding what's going on and who's taking what rest, settling down, the little one wakes up and says, what? I'll take you on. And he struggles a bit, but you tied the knot really well.
Heck yeah, I did.
The little one, what race does he appear to be?
You don't. He's covered head to toe with plate, so you aren't sure.
I mean, I take off whatever's on his head.
Alright. You take off his head and reveal his green skin, his long pointy ears. Looks to be a goblin.
More of these.
I just kneel down and put my knife to his throat and say, so why should we not kill you? Just right now? Save the time?
Because we're not trying to kill you.
You were just attacking us. What are you talking about?
Not everything is for death. There's some distractions. And with that, he misty steps away.
What? He's tied.
I mean...
Isn't Misty Step like a cantation, like he has to mouth the...
Yeah, it's only verbal. It's not somatic.
We should
Can
have picked them.
Mirasha do an investigation check to see everything at our campsite is there and accounted for?
Yeah, you can go through and look at what's in there, do an investigation roll. And
How far can you go with Misty
he
Step?
runs away. What was that?
How far can Misty Step go?
30 feet.
I mean, couldn't we potentially see him?
For him?
Yeah, you can...
I mean, he
sprint
made
after
Misty
him.
Step, but he's still tied up. I can't imagine he can get away that fast.
Does Misty...
I mean, would he still be
Bonus
tied up?
action.
I don't think he'd be tied up.
Okay, but we can still potentially see where he went.
He ran off in the direction where his comrades
Just
were.
says you teleport.
Yeah.
Say
I think he'd still be tied up.
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't have to be tied up, but at the very least, I think it only goes away like 30 feet, so we could, if a high perception or investigation, see him and then give chase.
Okay. So he runs away, arms tied, fastened. Does his best to get away. Do you go after him? I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lift up after him. And I cast sleep again.
Well, you'd have to wait a little bit since you cast something.
Okay. It's like 6 seconds, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well that gives him a chance to do something too. Who's all going after him?
I'm gonna stay at the camp.
I am.
Boro and Delta?
I think I would loosely follow.
As they all go, I'm going to cast Bless on each one of them. So on Boro, on Delta, and on Guryev.
Just kind of more of like a, God damn it, you know, like it, just head down, and Boro's just like, yeah, how about you? So I don't know, just someone's got to go with him. So
Boro and Delta make a wisdom save. Turns around and yells, "Stop!" and keeps going. Boro, you stop in your tracks. Delta, you keep going.
How long is that effect? Like a minute?
It's
or
until
more?
your next turn.
Okay.
Sleep on him.
Alright, cast sleep.
I haven't used any level 3s.
Nice.
Alright.
Awesome job.
He's running away and he just hits the ground again. Sleep. And Mirasha, you go through everything. You're not missing any items that you can tell. It doesn't seem like anything has been stolen. You do check individual like bags people have put on themselves. You do find a large amount of money missing.
Son of a bitch. I go outside the camp and yell at the group like, we've been robbed.
With
They
the
had someone else at our campsite when we were dealing with these assholes, and we
Yeah,
are.
they were attacking me.
I didn't know that. I was dealing with other stuff. I was
On this news, I'm also going to start searching my bag.
Yes, I'd like to search my bag too.
And I'm specifically looking and making sure I have the box still.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awful.
You have all your items. It's just money is missing.
Was
A
it like the
lot of
general?
money.
Was it like the general funds money, or were we all like missing money out of our pockets?
Each one was missing some from your coin purse.
Would they hear
So-
that?
I'm walking over to the goblin and I'm stripping him freaking naked, first of all.
Put it.
So if
bind
he wants to
his
miss
mouth.
his step, he can, but he's leaving his shit.
You gotta bind his mouth.
Yes, bind
That
his
too,
mouth.
binding his, yeah. Good
God
point.
damn.
Binding his mouth.
That's
can't
spell
speak the
used.
incantation
Does
of
it
Misty Step.
require? It doesn't require hand gestures or anything, does it? Just
somatic
words.
only.
It's verbal.
Yeah.
It's gonna
so-
be hard to get him to talk.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I mean, he could try and instantly cast the spell again as soon as we try and do his mouth. But either way, I'm stripping him naked, taking all his shit. So.
Or
whatever
I
he has
could
on him.
break his legs, and if he tries to misty step, he won't get far.
There we go. I don't know. What do I find on this guy's for armor, if anything, or whatever he has?
You find, well, his sword was already taken.
Okay.
But you do find, his shield and, plate armor.
Shield and plate armor. Not good for me, but for some peeps. And nothing else.
That seems to be it. He was prepared for battle, not prepared to buy things.
Okay. Kind of tempted with Mirasha's. I'm dragging him back to camp. And like, did Mirasha say that out loud?
Yes,
She shouted
I'm
it.
willing. I'm willing to break a leg if we can get to interrogate this asshole.
If it means getting my money back, considering I had a shit ton of money since I barely spent any. Yeah.
I can cast Zone of Truth, so he'll only give honest answers.
Okay.
That's
If he
good too.
talks.
Okay. So I'm gonna just lay him down and break a kneecap.
He's gagged, right?
Yeah, he's gagged. I mean,
Okay.
with what rope we do have, he's tied/gagged.
Okay. So do you want to do it?
Oh no, it's
Oh my
done.
god.
I mean, I'll do it.
Oh my god.
Alright, so,
I think if you just keep him gagged, he can't go anywhere.
roll a unarmed attack.
Yeah, but I also wanna like interrogate him, and which requires him to be ungagged. That was an unarmed strike. Correct?
Yeah. You just like hit both of his legs, and he screams, "Ah!" and he passes out from the pain.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Well, wait. I guess we can wait for him to wake up or something, unless you guys want to slap him awake. But that was pretty traumatic. What he just went through.
Yeah, you suggested it.
I mean, I say it as a compliment.
The Zone of Truth lasts 10 minutes, so
Have you already casted it?
Better get on
yes, as soon as you guys
Oh, geez, I'm gonna,
started torturing him and asking him
I'm gonna-
questions, I casted it.
I'm gonna slap him around then to try to get him to wake up. Like, hey, just not like hard enough to like beat the living shit out of him, but I need him to like wake up.
I'm just face palming. Just like, oh god.
You smack him around, but he doesn't wake up.
If I give him a little, not a full, but a little bit of one of my healing potions, just to perk him up a little, that'd work.
Yeah.
I mean, not enough to where it heals his legs necessarily fully, but just that little smidge so it wakes him up.
You can roll the healing potion.
Okay. I think I have. I think it says a 1d4 plus what, 2? Or a regular
plus
one?
4, I think.
Okay, so that plus 4, so 6.
Okay. Actually, no, it's 2d4, sorry.
Just 2d4? Okay.
Yeah.
So another one. So, okay, so 6.
Okay. So you take the gag off to feed him this potion, and he sputters awake.
Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I'd prefer if you didn't poof out of here.
You ain't got nothing on me.
Not nothing on you, but your friends do. Don't they? No? Hmm?
Not getting anything from me.
Mirasha gets in there again. It's like.
So wait, he's in the... Oh no, never mind. Speak of truth doesn't force him,
It just, yeah, if he speaks, he can't. It basically means he can't lie.
I'll use command and tell him to speak.
Where have your friends gone with our money?
They went away.
Away to where?
You know,
away.
You can make this really easy on yourself. I've already broken your legs once, and you have plenty of other bones that I can take a cracking to.
Alright. Do it.
Oh, no intimidation check? Dang. Okay.
Well, you can if you want.
Well, I thought that's what she was doing.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Make whatever roll you want.
Okay. That
Oh,
sucks.
dang.
My skill check sucks. Okay. I'm gonna break his wrist.
Hang on.
Hold
Oh my
on.
god.
Hold on.
I'm gonna break his dick.
I have his arm, and then Delta's like, "Hold on." Like, what?
I'm gonna cast suggestion. And be like the reasonable one. I'm like, dude, if you just tell us where they went, then we can let you go once we get our money back, and we might even be nice and heal you.
We might be nice and heal you.
I don't have the ability to heal. I just tell him that. I just break.
They went to town, of course.
Which
one?
The closest town?
Red and Sear?
I don't know their names.
Back that way or forward?
They went back the way you came.
Okay.
So we gotta go back. We want that moolah.
How many of there were you, besides the ones that we were physically sparring with?
Enough to distract you.
I want a number.
More than one.
The exact number.
More than two.
I'm going to break his hand.
Oh god.
Alright, make it unarmed.
An asshole. Okay, unarmed.
You pull his hand from the ropes and then snap it in such a way it's just like so easy to do for you. He screams out, "You're never getting your money back."
Why? What makes you so confident that we're not getting our money back? That we're not going to find your friends and do this to them?
Because they're already
Why?
gone. You think
So
we're
you-
loyal to each other?
I was gonna say, apparently they don't care about you, so why do you care about them?
Exactly. I'm not giving you anything.
You have nothing to gain by protecting them.
Neither
Yeah.
do you. You have nothing to gain by killing me.
We have nothing to gain by keeping you alive either, then. Are you saying that?
So
mean-
do it!
You'd be a really fun punching bag.
Well, before I do something, I'm just gonna, and I turn to the group. What are your guys thinking?
I kind of like my money back.
Khalas.
I want my money back.
How much
cool.
money did we lose altogether?
I will let you know next week.
We all lost a little bit of money out of our pockets and probably money out of our collected funds.
But with the bag of holding, don't you have to know like what's inside of it to be able to get it?
You know that there's money inside, right? You just call out for money and it appears. Call out for gold and it appears. Call out for copper, silver.
Hmm.
Would it have appeared that the bag was turned inside out? Because I think if the bag's turned out inside out, everything just falls out of it.
Yeah.
It's intact. And you did inspect everything. Items aren't missing, just money.
Khalas,
Yes.
do you think you could use one of your spells to be able to locate one of the pieces of money?
I would need to rest, and to be able to use that spell. But yes, I potentially.
Do we want to get any more information out of this asshole?
It doesn't matter if you want to.
Why steal from us?
Why not?
But why us? What made you think we had money?
Well, look at you. You all wear your money on yourselves.
I don't.
But
Still wearing the same clothes we started with.
Mirasha and her mismatch of like shady armor.
wouldn't it be more effective if your group had robbed a town or somebody wealthier? Why us? I mean, are you targeting everyone that travels these roads?
Well, they got away with the money, so I think it's successful.
Well, not for you.
Well, that's a risk we take.
Does your group have a name?
Not that I'm gonna say.
And goodness.
And you still aren't giving us an exact number of how many are in your group?
Apparently not.
So
I think that's a bad choice.
you have no loyalty to them, and they have no loyalty to you. I mean, what if we reward you a little bit by helping us get our money back?
How much? Do you even have anything left?
If we can get our money back, yeah. Because let's put it this way. We kill you, you get nothing. We maybe let you go, but you'll probably get nothing. You help us find your crew to get our stuff back, and you actually get something out of it. And if you have no loyalty to your group, then what does it matter to you how you get the money?
You're threatening me. How should I trust you?
What if we pay you?
That's the question we're asking, yes.
We do have money on ourselves, and we have things that are worth possibly more than what you have taken.
We have a one of a kind ring.
I think you have. That's true. You have to at least understand right now that yes, you can't trust us, but the feeling's mutual. It's not exactly an ideal situation for either of us, but again, come out with possibly something or come out with nothing.
Is your life any value to you?
Eh. Easy come, easy go.
How much would your part have been? Let's say if you got away with it, would it have been 50%, 30%? You dividing it up evenly so everyone got a cut?
Well,
if there was a lot of you, then you're probably not getting as much. But what if we offered you 100 gold?
not very
to
much.
give us. But it's probably
I wanna
your legs back.
How much is your life worth? How about that?
Keep asking these questions. Are you thinking you're gonna get an answer out of it?
If it means getting me to my money, yeah.
Then we keep going in circles.
And it looks like you're gonna be a new pet of mine then.
All right.
I'm gonna gag him for now. Oh,
How
just
much-
refunding
so,
him
like-
around.
how much total money did we have?
I have a fucking lot. Shit.
Yeah, because you didn't spend any of your money.
On my person, I keep 20 gold, silver, copper, and in the bag of holding was 40 platinum, 8 gold, 9 silver, and 53 copper.
On my bag, I had 13 platinum, 1,116 silver, and 133 copper.
Dang, you didn't convert any of it?
No.
Converted most of mine.
So chances are they took whatever was the most. So potentially they took mostly silver and platinum.
I had 23 platinum, over 200 gold, and over 1,000 silver. So, yeah.
So they probably would have taken the most of silver. So
We will
he's.
find out next week.
We will, yeah.
So it's getting kind of late. Do you want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because then
Is
we
that-
can
is that-
interrogate
is that-
him when we have a final.
Oh,
final
I thought that
count.
was code for kill him.
That's totally fine if you want.
Oh, no, I'm keeping him around.
I just wanna get a name.
My bum gonna be a pain in his.
Just need a name. Who do you
Well,
work for?
I mean, if you want him to be like, what you could do is you could like cut his arms and his legs off, and then bandage them up, and then put some rope, and then you could just carry him around as an extra backpack, like a companion.
That's true. Did you break his legs so he can't
And that
run
way,
away?
if he tries
I
to
broke
misty
his
step,
leg so he couldn't run away or misty step.
instead
Nice.
of misty step, it would be misty nub.
It's a good thing you guys are all good characters.
Hey, I'm chaotic neutral, so.
I am also
just-
chaotic.
hey,
neutral.
I don't do the things; I just have the ideas, you know.
In your
And I
defense for
broke
not
his
being
hand, he
good, you're
just
breaking
died.
his arms and legs and
I'm chaotic good.
threatening
Definitely
to kill
saying
him
that
to
right.
get money.
I'm straight neutral. The time and the world just passes me by.
Why even be on this quest if you're all neutral?
I just said I'm
Our memory back.
I have the people. I'm kind of like, Guryev is more just like he's with the group he's with. So whatever they're doing, he's along for the ride.
Anyways, did we guys want to take a long rest before we try to track down our money?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to rest too long. Don't want them to get too far away with it.
But if we get information, then we could find them.
Mhm.
True.
Set up a trap
True.
instead of just blindly charging into who knows how many. Especially if it's like a criminal organization.
Plus, we need to take time to find out how much is actually missing.
Yeah.
So let's end this with Khalas, Delta, and Guryev, and Boro make a history check.
Something I'm.
Can
good
I use
at.
my repository of lore?
This is a memory thing.
Oh.
18.
So, Boro, you don't recognize his face or his armor, but you do recognize his voice. You've heard his voice before in Skuld. He he was the one boasting about the ring. And Delta and Guryev, you've seen this guy before. Long time ago. First time you saw him, Shadowdale. Second time, Hardcastle Manor. And that's where we'll end it.
Okay.
I never got a clear answer if we were taking a long rest or not.
I think we are.
Yes. Yeah.
Also,
I'm sure you are.
Guys, did everyone else sleep?
Okay, that's our game. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.